Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for December 2025. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. Gemini, listen, big month, okay? Big month for you. And if you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview, yeah? Then I'm going to do your full occultic cross spread. Then we're going to break it down week by week. We're going to pull more cards. And then the other spread, listen, and also I'm on my road trip. As you can see, after my time in Georgia with my family for Thanksgiving. So I'm somewhere in Virginia. And that's why I'm not in my normal space. As you can see Ruby passed out behind me. Anyway, here's the thing. I want you to really pay attention to the first 2 weeks. I'm gonna really harp on the first 2 weeks, okay? It's gonna be a big month for you. I've got so much to say, but here we are, okay? We're in December, the last month of 2025. Congratulations, you made it, okay? But also, bon voyage, yeah? Because your journey is just beginning. That's right, December. Listen, it's just a month. It's a word. We know time is fluid. And everything from this point forward, really leading up to the big Saturn-Neptune conjunction in February 2026. Not just a new synodic cycle, it is happening at 0 degrees Aries. We all know this at this point. The Aries vortex, the beginning of the beginning, never experienced in modern human history. That's the Great Reset, okay? Not New Year's Eve, February 2026. I've been saying month after month, I've been telling you, out with the old, in with the new, okay? Ever since the prism portal, yeah, if you don't know what that is, I'll leave that video at the end of this video, what you can expect for the next 2 years in your life, okay? Of your life. And that's the thing. It's this rare grand trine, you know that. 4 outer planets moving in new signs in this compressed period of time, and all aspecting. Again, it's applesauce. It's applesauce. What does that mean? Here, oh yeah, you're fully migrating into the new you, all right? So think about this past summer. You got a glimpse of what your life is going to be like starting February 2026 and beyond. Now, until then, everything's going to change. Gemini, everything, all right? And you are going to have to adapt to this brand new world, this brand new era, this brand new you, the prism portal, bringing you to this moment to be your best spiritual warrior, all right? So you've had a lot happen, Gemini, all right? You've had a lot happen, and it's not just over the summer. We had eclipses in September. We had those rare aspects in October, the hot mess of November. December, comparatively, is quiet. Can you believe that? This is a big month. It's quiet compared to what you've gone through. So just know there is a sense of adventure. There's a sense of like seeking more meaning in your life. You're feeling it now. You're going to feel a lot more the first 2 weeks. Yeah, you are. Especially when it comes to partnerships, relationships, contracts, love, marriage, all of that. Sagittarius rules your 7th house. You got Venus, Mars there, okay? So a lot of focus on love for a lot of y'all, okay? But again, if you're not here for that, career is a big thing for you. It's huge. So Sagittarius energy, yeah, it's broadening your horizons. It's Jupiter ruled. And so you could feel this happy-go-lucky energy that's really nice, yeah? But you're still gonna be business in the front and the back, because this month, December, is owned and operated, manufactured, licensed, trademarked by Saturn. Yeah, this is Saturn's month. Saturn, who officially went direct in Pisces on November 27th. Have you felt it? Yes, you have, okay? Because Saturn is a planet of hard work and discipline and structure and life lessons and karma, yeah? He's going to make December feel real for you. And I'll give you 3 reasons why. One, right? He's been giving you handouts recently. Yep. He's in part of those grand water trines. You saw his good side. He, cracked jokes with you, knock jokes. He taught you how to play Green Day on guitar. The vacation's over, okay? He's clocked in. He's back to work as the authority. He's got the ruler out, put on the aviators, yeah? The one with the mirrors, yeah. He's not messing around now. He's not. He sees you. 2, we're entering Capricorn season. Buckle up, Gemini, buckle up. That's an energy. Capricorn energy is it's a little bit austere. It's sobering. Yeah, it's all about structure. It's all about ambition. Your ambitions is rolling up your sleeves. And Saturn is Capricorn's ruler. So you're going to feel this forward momentum, especially in career, because Saturn is in Pisces. That rules your 10th house of career. If you're not here for a career, it's just whatever you want to be recognized for. The 10th house is very public facing, honors, achievements as well, social status, leadership, but that's not it. You see Mars, the God warrior, is moving into Capricorn. Mars happens to be exalted in Capricorn, meaning he does his best in Capricorn out of all the signs. So you've got the 2 malefic planets, Mars and Saturn, coming out to play hard, okay? Meaning you are going to be very serious about your legacy and about your career. Like, you're not even going to, right? GTFO, right? GTFO. Now, 3, Neptune is officially going direct after being retrograde since July 4th. So all your spiritual downloads, especially, listen, first, your spiritual downloads, right? They're going to be tested, okay? That's Saturn. Saturn is reality checks. He makes you work with an E. But here's the thing. You had Neptune retrograde in Pisces? Come on. Yeah? Misinformation, illusion, you going within, thinking about your ideals. Maybe things are a little bit foggy. Maybe there was a little bit of sabotage. Maybe there was a little bit of, let's just say, some deception too. And a little bit of, how do I say this lightly? You probably had moments of, let's just stick with sabotage. Yeah, you may have had some moments. You may have had some big moments, but anyway. And recently too, with Uranus having left your sign, moving back into Taurus in your 12th. But here's the thing. Remember the last time I said Capricorn energy is austere and a little bit stern? Well, we got a stellium, okay? You got Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun all in Capricorn, okay? You're going to see that. 4 planets in a sign that's all about rolling up your sleeves or your jeans, shorts, whatever you want. You do you, okay? But that's what I'm saying. You are going to be serious AF, and Capricorn rules your 8th house. And so you're going to be hyper-focused on deepening your relationships, yeah? As well as building wealth. That's the 8th house. Shared resources, loans, taxes, royalties, investments, inheritance, intimacy, right? A lot of relationship stuff, to be honest. But again, can be career, okay? Can be career, can be personal relationships as well. So this is going to be, the 8th house is deep. It's really deep. And so you're going to have a lot come up with like, even like debt consolidation, joining bank accounts with someone else. There's just like maybe even changing banks, things like that. Okay, loans, stuff like that. Now, the other thing is, yeah, I am on the ground. That's the other good thing. Perfect timing. All this Capricorn energy, finally, right? Earth, grounded energy. Okay, we've been having a lot of fire and air. You're going to feel a lot more grounded, all right? But like I said, it's Saturn's month. You play by Saturn's rules. You know this. You do the work. You put in the work. You put in the time. You pass this test. It's that easy. Okay? Let me get my pillow. This is one big test this month. It's going to be a big test. In career, he's going to be hard on you. But remember, you've already took all his classes for 2 years. Yeah? Through life experiences. And so this test is going to be a breeze. You've been prepared for this moment. Yeah? You're going to ace this test. That's the benefit of all this Saturnian energy. Capricorn, by the way, is the mountain goat. Yeah? They're not known for their descent. You're going to make it to the top. You're going to be fine, okay? In your jean shorts. Now, the other thing is, the good news, Sagittarius energy. Wow. That brings in so much optimism. It's really nice. It does soften Saturn's cold, hard edges. But this month is so much energy around partnerships for you. And so it looks like new partners are coming into your life in terms of career and love. All right? Now, the other thing is, you see what's happening? Thursday, the 4th. If you are watching this, by the way, I am recording this because of my Thanksgiving week with my family. I'm a little late, yeah, sure. But you may be watching this the day of, day after, who knows? I'm doing this really late at the hotel, sitting on the ground. Full moon in your sign, 13 degrees, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's really big. I actually talk about this full moon in your sign a little bit more in the December Astrology Overview live stream I did. I'll leave that at the end of this video as well, because there was so much that happened for you at the end of May in your birthday season that I talk about there, okay? And you can even look at your May forecast, but you had a year. All right? So what happened for you at the end of May? What seeds did you plant? Because this is the corresponding full moon. And something is definitely reaching a turning point, this culmination, yeah? Full moons illuminate, you're going to have a lot of clarity, especially coming after Mercury retrograde as well. You know, Mercury's a ruler, so it's a Mercury-ruled full moon. And therefore, you might feel a little bit restless. You know, you do rule the nervous system, and so that's part of that restlessness. It is a full moon as well, and it's like, yeah. And then also, it's just a lot of stimulation, right? So just know that there's going to be some changes. And one of the reasons why is because this is just not a normal full moon. It's a super moon. It's orbiting very close to Earth. You're going to feel that energy, all right? Secondly, this moon is bending the nodes of fate, 13 degrees exact, like a protractor. And listen, we've had the bending of the nodes, right? With Mars, with Venus recently, but this is the moon in your sign, but it's the moon on the lunar nodes of fate. Okay, couple things here. Expect change, all right? It's strong, mutable energy. First of all, you're going to be getting messages around this time. Something destined, something fated. You've got the moon, the full moon in your sign squaring the nodes. North node in Pisces, South node in Virgo, okay? You could be announcing something. You know, Gemini energy in general is just very social. You know that. You're the social butterflies. It's all about networking. You're going to be doing that. And again, you may be making some sort of big announcement or decision that is life-changing. Again, destined, right? Gossips, rumors, that's all in the mix. You do have the gift of gab, Gemini. Yeah? Perhaps you're immutable. Anyway, there's going to be something here with travel as well. Yeah? Maybe even a writing project, creative project. Maybe something with a business. Maybe there's some adjustments, okay? Endings. Yeah? Turning points, okay? Just expect this to have impact. You've got the sun in Sagittarius, right? You got the North Node in Pisces. You got the South Node in Virgo. Moon in your sign. You got a mutable cross. You got a grand cross. This is big. This is big. So that's a lot of mutable energy. Be flexible, okay? Be willing to adapt. There's going to be changes in your life. And I'm not saying they're bad changes. I'm just saying there's fated changes, all right? Now, also, by the way, oh my goodness, you got Venus, Mars, the Sun, and Juno in Sagittarius. Wow. So, yeah, contracts, partnerships, agreements, love, marriage, all that. There's activity there. All right. So there could be some ending of contracts, but also new ones too. Yeah. The other thing is that, and Juno does bring that truth and justice and equality in relationships, in agreements, in partnerships. So whatever happens around this time, just know there's a big life lesson. There's a big takeaway for you. And it's all about the big picture. Again, all the mutable signs, the 4 mutable signs activated right here. Cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your butler or your husband, whoever, okay? It doesn't matter. Mutable signs obviously are going to feel this the most. Again, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. If you have, and when I say them, you're really going to feel it. It's in your sign, Gemini. If you have any planets in your natal chart 12 to 14 degrees in any of those signs that I just mentioned, well, those planets are going to be aspected. You're going to feel it the most, all right? Now, Saturday, Sunday, oh, I love this actually. Saturday, Sunday for you, really great, really great. You got Mercury trine Jupiter, okay? That's really nice. That's happening Saturday. And then Sunday, not on the whiteboard, you do have Mercury trine Saturn, okay? So really great. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is a package deal of a weekend. Remember, Mercury is still in Scorpio. Remember the retrograde, he moved backward, he's moving forward, and then you've got Jupiter in Cancer, and then you've got Saturn in Pisces. What does this mean? There's still a lot of activity with work, okay? Work, your daily activities, even your lifestyle, health matters, home and family is a big thing for you, money, finances, but work, money, salary, career, work, money, salary. So there's something here, and this is wonderful. This is great. It's going to be very emotional too, emotionally moving. It's a grand water trine, but it's also emotionally moving because the weekend, the moon will be in Cancer, so the moon rules Cancer, right? And so there is this focus on home and family and, you know, nurturing, heightened emotions, intuition, but your mind's going to be on money, right? And your values, things that you value. You're going to be really thinking about it. Possessions, material possessions, looking at what's going on for you. There may be some changes at home, all right? There may be some changes at home. Partnerships too, okay? But you will feel blessed, yeah, with Jupiter in the mix. And that's a big point because remember, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. The moon will conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. So there could be something really nice here, all right, with finances, your values, self-worth, material possessions too, okay? The other thing is, if you want to get a little idea of what's going to happen, think about what happened for you October 24th to the 26th. That's when we had grand water trine with Mercury. Remember, he was in Scorpio at the time with Jupiter and Saturn. And the difference is Saturn's direct now. You're really going to feel this. And Mercury's at the same degree. So a little bit of deja vu. There could be something here, conversations that come up again, travel, siblings, relatives, family stuff, okay? Even your local community. But either way, water signs are going to feel this the most. You have any planets, any of the water signs, 24 to 26 degrees, there you go. Lucky you. Monday, December 8th, Mars square Saturn. Listen, you've gone through these. You've had this. Yeah. You want to talk about this? There's going to be some moments, okay? There's going to be some moments. You've got the 2 malefic planets in a showdown, in a square off, okay? West Side storying. and they're not nice to each other. So there may be a little bit of conflict. There may be something testing your freedom, testing your beliefs. Again, more mutable energy. You got Mars in Sagittarius, Saturn in Pisces. Be flexible. This has a little bit of a pressure point, okay? What is it called? Like a boiling point around this time. You're going to feel it days before, days after, and again, definitely has to do with partnerships, relationships, as well as career. It looks like there's some legal stuff here for y'all in a big way. I'm not holding back. There's something really big here. Legal matters, okay? Something with the courts. So just keep that in mind. It literally could be like you lost your license, you gotta go to the DMV. Something like that. Anyway, just think signing things, but there could be something really official here. The good news is this square, listen, Mars and Saturn, they've been doing this dance for some time, and they're nearing the end of this, life cycle. In fact, actually, Gemini, think about what happened for you. If you can think way, way, way back, August 10th, 2023, take notes, write this down, look back later, Mars conjuncted Saturn in Pisces at that time. So that was the beginning of the cycle, right? So it's been playing out, this 2-year story. They conjuncted in Pisces, your 10th house of career and fame and your reputation and honors and achievements. So something began around that time. And so again, you're at the home stretch. This is the last aspect, like major aspect that they're going to have together. And it really does look like there's something coming to completion, all right? So work with this energy, and again, just looking at what's happening here, there really could be something in the mix with legal stuff, all right? Paperwork for sure. Saturn natively rules your 10th. I'm sorry, your 8th. So maybe something with finances, even like stocks, money, resources, all right? The other thing is, let's see. Oh, yeah. So the other thing is, not on the whiteboard, Venus will conjunct the fixed star Antares. 10 degrees. This is really big. Now, we normally do the fixed stars, asteroids, planetoids, etc. in the second spread, but I have something else planned, all right, for Tier 3 members. If you can think back to March, you don't even have to. I'll leave it at the end of this video. The channeling session that I did. If you're new to my channel, I do prediction videos in the live streams, but that one video, there was a number of predictions that all came true. One thing that came up, 525 BC. So what happened around that time? We had the occultation of Venus and Antares, meaning Venus passed behind the fixed star, obscured from view. It's very rare, okay? Every thousands of years. Now I'll talk about it more on Great Awakener, but they meet again on this day. And this is a conjunction. It is Venus, which is love and money, creativity, in your 7th house of relationships and marriage and contracts and agreements. And Venus in Sagittarius, honestly, is all about honesty and truth and your values. She's blending her energies with Antares, a royal star, of honors and passion and power, but to a detriment to an obsession that can be consuming and extreme, bringing conflict for your pleasures. So just be mindful this day. Agreements, contracts, legal matters, the courts, love, marriage, partnerships, all of that. Yeah? But what's really amplifying that is that conjunction will be trine the moon in Leo this day, okay? And the reason why that's a big deal is because Leo rules your 3rd house, and that's your home. And that is like agreements and, signing things. So just let you know. Leo has a high association with royalty as well. There's something here. There's something here that just be very mindful of this day. Mutable signs are going to feel this the most. All right. And if you have any planets in any of those signs, 24 to 26 degrees. You'll feel it. Now, this day, Mars square Saturn especially. Let's see, what else can I tell you here? There may be some more finance stuff on Wednesday, December 10th. It's not here, but you will have Mercury opposite Uranus, so that is your ruler. And this is at 28 degrees. So think about October 29th, all right? Another deja vu moment. We had this aspect back then. It's Uranus, but Uranus is in Taurus. That's your 12th. So they're honestly something with work, something with colleagues, employees, contractors, surprise news, something surprising. You could announce something too, but it's happening so close to that Mars-Saturn square. You can use this too. It may be you having this big moment, this lightning bolt, awakening. Yeah, it's Uranus in your 12th though. So it could be subtle. It could be something behind the scenes. It could be you having awareness of something happening behind the scenes, like hidden enemies, like truths still coming to the surface with Mercury in Scorpio. Now, Neptune goes direct at 29 degrees this day, okay, in Pisces. So, as we know, that's a critical degree. It's really potent, this 29-degree point, and Neptune is going to just kind of hover here for a little bit. Remember, this is going to be the last of our lifetime. You're never going to have Neptune in Pisces again. Neptune rules Pisces. So, the good news is any fog or delusion or subterfuge or sabotage, yeah, that's lifted. And that's what I was talking about with Neptune, okay? In your 10th in career, there could have been some, like, what is going on, yeah, moments that you've had. But just this day is a package deal too, with Mercury opposite Uranus. So close to Mars square Saturn, Venus conjunct Antares. It's strong, all right? So just, stay frosty. Be cool, you're going to be good. Vibrate, high frequency. You're on a karmic journey. Everything has ripple effects. You're going to be fine. The good news is Neptune going direct in Pisces, yeah, you have a lot more clarity, but your imagination, creativity is going to be off the charts, especially if you work in a creative field. Really great. Now, Thursday, December 11th, Mercury moves back into Sagittarius. Honestly, this is, we've already had this, right? For a hot second in October. Mercury is your ruler. You got more focus on partnerships and relationships. That's what Sagittarius rules for you, and you've got a lot of planets here now. Venus, Mars, Mercury, the Sun, and even Juno, all right? So, there's just so much happening there. Love, marriage, relationships, contracts, but Sagittarius, native ruler of the 9th, it's all about, not only about truth and wanting to broaden your horizons, Sagittarius rules the courts. And it's in your 7th house of contracts and agreements. So you're going to be signing a lot of things. Yeah? The other thing is, there could be a big creative project that you're working on. We will have the moon in Libra this day. And the only reason I'm bringing this up, and the moon will be in Libra up until about Sunday from this point forward. The only reason I'm bringing this up for you is because all the Sagittarius energy, again, rules your 7th. Libra is the native ruler of the 7th. And Juno, which is Libra's asteroid, is in the mix, yeah? And she's supporting you. They're all trying to support you. But Libra, again, rules contracts and agreements and relationships and love, but also open enemies. And the reason I bring that up is because you have Mercury opposite Uranus right here too. Remember that, right? And so that's your 12th house of hidden enemies. So there could be, with the fact that you have Mercury crossing that 29-degree point, a lot of people come into the surface. Like, you recognize that, okay, you were responsible. You're the culprit. So just be mindful. It's a strong month. Sunday, December 14th, Mars officially moves into Capricorn, where he thrives. He's in his happy place. He's playing his cowbell, whatever. It's been 2 years since Mars has been in Capricorn. And so Mars is all about your drive and your passion, your ambitions, determination, and a sign that's all about drive, ambition, determination, even resilience, but a lot of practical energy, productive energy. But it is your 8th house, and that matters. It's intense, okay? It's intense because Mars natively rules the 8th, right? Scorpio's ruler. So there is a little bit of intensity with Mars and Capricorn. You're going to have him here for 6-ish weeks, but the great thing is you're definitely going to be hyper focused on truth coming to the surface, as well as, again, deepening and building relationships and wealth and power. Yeah. So and your legacy. All right, you're going to be a productivity machine. Anyway, and extra focused and disciplined. The other thing for you, you will have on Friday, December 19th, the new moon in Sagittarius, 28 degrees. You're seeing all these 28 degrees. In fact, Gemini, I'll tell you something, all right? I was going to save this for a 2026 forecast, but I'll tell it to you now. You and a lot of these mutable signs, y'all have been going through these late degrees, 26, 27, 28, 29, and in your sign, right? And in Pisces, there's been a lot happening since May, right? But even with the nodes, they start, nodes go backwards, right? North node of Pisces, south node of Virgo, that was in February. They started at 29 degrees. They're at, 13 degrees now? So that was a lot of energy, intense energies for the mutable signs. The new moon solar eclipse in Virgo that we had in September, 29 degrees. Anyway, we could go on and on and on and on about this, but the fact that we've had these back-to-back new moons at 28 degrees, 29 degrees, 28 degrees, 29 degrees, they've been strong. They've been all this mutable energy. And here you go with another one. 28 to 8 equals 10. What is that? 1. New beginning. Big one right here. New moon in Sagittarius. So, you like how I keep pointing at you? Anyway, Gemini, here's the thing. There's a new partnership. There's a new contract that's happening right now. Okay? This new moon is amazing. It's all about you wanting more freedom, seeking freedom, more wisdom, bringing it more into your life. But love, marriage, partnerships, career, love, romance, it doesn't matter. One-on-one relationships, your relationship with your private chef, your sister, it doesn't matter, right? But there's something new forming, and it looks like something like a contract. Again, this Sagittarius energy, there's something here with legal matters. There really is something here. It looks good. But the one thing is, this new moon is surrounded by a lot of Saturn squares. You're going to have the sun square Saturn, the sun also square Neptune, Venus square Saturn, So your commitments could be tested. Money could be tested. Saturn's going to be testing. Remember, this whole month is a test. And so there's possibly something here with career. Yeah? Remember Saturn in your 10th. So career, money, finances. All right? Pass the test. Pass the test, and you're going to be fine. And don't let it take away from this amazing new moon. Yeah? Again, there's two things here. What is your truth? Yeah? Or this new moon in Sagittarius, especially when it comes to relationships and contracts, legal matters. And what is the lesson that you need to learn with the Saturn testing you? Remember, he's life lessons. So, Sagittarius is the archer. Don't forget that. So when you set intentions with this new moon bringing you some great things, you get one shot, right? Because you're not going to get this again until next year. And Saturn is the one that's holding the bullseye, but he's like, It's like a reality show game or something like that. So, Katniss Everdeen it. You're going to get it. You're going to be fine. Juno is conjuncting the moon too, so that's really great. She brings, again, equality to contracts and relationships. Now, the other thing is that Sunday, December 21st, we move into Capricorn season. We have the winter solstice. So much focus on your legacy, on investments, on even inheritance, even everything that I've mentioned, that 8th house activity, okay? Relationships, structure. You want to bring structure, yeah? Building your own bridge to February 2026. The other thing is Wednesday, December 21st, 4th, Venus moves into Capricorn. There you go, all right? Listen, Venus in Capricorn, that's money in your 8th house of money. Like, there's going to be a big focus on money. Again, we talked about this, all right? That's your 8th house, shared resources. The other thing, and relationships, it's love as well. It's very pragmatic, Venus and Capricorn. All about the long term, all about commitments. Remember, that is Saturn energy, Capricorn energy. And then lastly for you, I am going to mention, we'll do it when we break it down week by week, but the last thing is Tuesday, December 30th, Mars in Capricorn will align with the nodes of fate at 11 degrees. And so remember, he's in his happy place. And he's trining the north node. He's going to sextile the south node. So it's a nodal axis it's really nice. So it is a fated event, right? A fated turn of events at the end of the year, right before you move over into 2026. And we actually do have Grand Earth trine this day with a moon in Taurus as well. So, wow, it's a big loaded day. And you're definitely going to see some movement with everything that I mentioned, with that Capricorn energy, with your career, and with home and family. All right? So, Gemini, let's get started. Let's see what's going on with you, right? December 2025, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Gemini, stop it. Come on, you crack me up. Y'all are hilarious. You are actually really funny. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. Gemini. The other thing is, you know I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. This is going to be a big month, all right? 8th house, by the way, with Capricorn, all these planets of Capricorn, stellium in Capricorn, Saturn owning this month, expect major change. Remember, 8th house is transformation, it's death and rebirth, it's Phoenix rising from the ashes, and that's what I've been saying. We've been going through all that Scorpio energy, right? So you've been going through a lot of change recently, all those mutable moments, eclipses. Let's get started. Look at you. Yeah. Oh, you're moving on up. Gemini, this is great. This is amazing. All right, so you got the 6 of Cups. Wonderful. Amazing. That's great. So there's such a sweetness to the Six of Cups. And the interesting thing, what I see what's happening here, you really do have, it's almost like there's going to be something really emotionally moving for you. And obviously that makes sense with the full moon in Gemini. That's just, it's emotions, it's intuition, it's powerful, this full moon. There's going to be something nostalgic. And even like, the moon is like memory, right? And so I really like this. And it could be something in your physical world. It could even be you thinking about something. Something comes to mind around this time. Again, remember there's a lot of stimulation with this full moon for you. But I really like this because there is a sense of harmony and protection and, just tapping into your inner child and sharing and just opening yourself up to others. And so I really love this energy here with the Six of Cups. Home and family, by the way, it's still a big thing for you. There's something going on. Now, you have the King of Cups and the heart of your spread. He's got the biggest heart for a king. That's amazing. And so there's something here this month that feels really good for you. And I think a lot of it is because you are feeling this forward momentum, even feeling propelled forward with Mars and Capricorn in your 8th, okay? That's change, right? Remember, transformation is the 8th house. So I say that because not only do you have that, but King of Cups, he is Scorpio. And so Scorpio being the native ruler of the 8th, but even still, that's just such strong, remember that, intense emotions. And so he's so compassionate, empathetic. This is the King of Cups. So I would say, just looking at your spread, it feels like you're finally on top of your emotions. If you felt that things have been a little uncertain, if you felt like you didn't have that clarity, I feel like this is going to be a month where you are moving on up, right? And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you've opened up, all right? I think that full moon, you're really going to feel for some time. It's not like a one-day thing. You feel the energies of it, especially when it's in your sign for up to 2 weeks after. But that's really great. It's almost like you really want to be the rock for other people. I feel like you've learned something, like even the first 2 weeks, there's something you've learned, and it's really been moving for you. And there's also like a sense of relief is coming through. But either way, I do love this, all right? It does feel good. And he does what his heart desires. He's mastered his emotions. I think that's something that you needed. You have the 3 of Wands here. And I say that because you've gone through so much. You have the 3 of Wands in your challenge area. Here's the thing. I don't doubt yourself. There's 2 things happening here. There's a sense of like, whatever this new journey of yours is, just don't doubt yourself and continue to explore your emotions. Continue to go out there and expand your horizons. It's that Sagittarius energy. And that's what he wants to do. I call this the green light card. You see him standing at the edge of his village, just looking out there. He's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go explore. I see that boat. I want to meet the people on that boat. Do they got a hot tub? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wants to mingle. He wants to go see things, all in the name of expanding his horizons. So do it, okay? Don't doubt yourself. There is a little bit of like doubt here. The other thing is there may be someone who could be blocking you, right, from seeking your truth. It doesn't feel strong though. It feels like you're going to be on top of things. It just feels like there's, in a way, it feels final. It really does feel like a bon voyage, like a farewell. So there may be the ending of like a situationship, a relationship, partnership, or even just an adjustment, okay? There may be something there, maybe something there. It could be a friendship too. Now, you have the King of Wands, and Three of Wands is Aries, by the way. Aries rising, Aries moon, it could be any of those. King of Wands in your crown. You want this bad. You want that leadership position. You want to be recognized. You want to, speaking of leaders, you got these two kings. They're powerful leaders, okay? People listen to them for different reasons. King of Wands, that's epitome of fire. So that's more like just all that passion and confidence. And so I love this. I love what's happening here. It's like you're going to be manifesting everything that you deserve. And in this way where people listen to you. They already do. You're Geminis. They're the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Amazing. That's great. Because it feels like this is your motivator for this month. Remember I said the big focus with all this Capricorn energy, even the Saturn energy, is your career, right? And then your investments. And when I say investments, yes, money and finances, but also relationships, anything that you've been putting your time and energy into. So there's going to be a moment that you have this month where you're going to ask yourself, is this enough? Has this been worth it? Do I want something else? If not, that's great. I've worked really hard to get where I'm at. And now I can see the fruits of my labor. I can take a step back. But when you do, ask yourself, now, how do I go above this, right? Because when you got Mars in Capricorn, Mars is going to push you forward. If you take a little break, he's going to propel you, all right? But then, honestly, this is your big moment here, okay? This is your big moment where you are going to think about the past, right? Everything that's led up to now and how you want to move forward, because there is a little bit of, oh, is this it? Yeah. You got the Hermit in your future. You're going to be going deep, okay? You're going to do some reflection. It's going to work wonders for you. It's the Hermit, the wizard, the wise man, right? People trekked for miles back in the day to get that sage wisdom from the hermit in the cave. And this is saying you've climbed the top of the mountain. You've made a lot of achievements. And now what's next? Okay? He wants to know. So really interesting. You have a lot of leadership energy here. And that's a good point to make this month. You're moving from all this mutable energy to all this cardinal energy, yeah, which is leadership, which is initiating. And so I really like that. But you also have these two that's just like, what is next? So they may be big questions for you, but it's almost like when you're in these positions, when that's just kind of like what you're, like even like what you're manifesting, it's almost like you're taking control of your destiny. But here, you have to know what your destiny is. You have to know what you want to create. And again, it serves you well. It serves you well. You've got to connect, yeah? You got to go deep. And like I said, when you've got Mars and 3 other planets in Capricorn, that's your 8th house, which is, there's like, it's depthless. It goes really deep. You're going to discover a lot that's useful on your journey forward. Let's get to your stuff. Gemini, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's happening. What is happening? You know, love y'all. I can't even get this card. It's that late in Virginia. What? Okay, let's stop. I'll stop. Whoa! Oh, there it is. Yeah. You're good. Just don't. Wow. I was wondering. I was like, where are the Pentacles? This is a money month for them. Where are the Pentacles? Well, here they are. Damn. You got the Ten of Pentacles. What did I say? It's all about your legacy. This card is success and prosperity. It's the you made it card. It's look at the Pentacles raining from the heavens in the form of the tree of life. There's, you see the harvest, isn't it? You're good. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Just focus on your legacy. Don't let anything get in your way. All right? You're not going to with Mars and Capricorn. You're not. Very interesting. Wow. All right. This card is highly associated with inheritance too. And remember, you've got 4 planets in your 8th house of inheritance. So you could be inheriting something. You could be inheriting a business from maybe your parents are retiring. You never know. Remember, you still have a lot of home and family stuff and partnerships. Even you see the couple here, but you got the King of Pentacles and the Queen. You got the pair. Wow. This is the power couple. Or wealthy AF. Now, you have the King of Pentacles, who is, by the way, Taurus, because Taurus is a finance sign, right? And so, this is really nice. I think that, well, King of Pentacles. Okay, so in your external factors area, someone's opening doors for you, okay? It's obvious. It can be a parent, it can be a boss, it can be there's someone that's got deep pockets, all right? An investor, whatever it is, he takes care of you. He's taking care of you, all right? The other thing is, you got the Queen of Pentacles too. So this is really great. The Queen of Pentacles is, well, the difference between them, the Queens, their powers are more internal. And they're not as, they're more intimate. They're not as public facing as the Kings. You notice you got 3 Kings, right? You're moving on up. So I love this because it's that one element that you actually really want is having this wealth to support others, yeah? Within your world, being able to take care of them. She has a very maternal side, very selfless. She makes things happen too. She has a lot of similarities to the Magician. And then lastly, you have the Strength card in your final outcome. Everything that you're going through this month, it's just making you feel very empowered. I mean, this is really great. Strength. It's almost like you recognize that you can create your reality, that you do have infinite possibilities, and you can choose your path. You just have to go within, right? Now, let's break it down week by week. Wow. This is bonkers. Okay. You also notice that you didn't get any swords? Wow. You're going with your heart. You're going with your heart, your passions. Feels good. All right, let's see what's happening here. First week obviously is going to be the full moon in your sun. That's the biggest thing. It really is the biggest thing. Let's just see that. Gemini, don't play with me. It's something great's coming out of that full moon. You see that, okay? So whatever ends around that time, just, again, it's going to be fated event, very destined, meant to happen. You got the King, Queen. You got the 10, Page, King, Queen. Wow. There's your new opportunity. There's your new job, promotion, whatever it is, starting your own business. It's like there was a chapter that had to end for this new, all right? And remember, wealth building. I mean, come on. That's big. There's big opportunity right there. And again, grounded energy. The second week is, that's when you have Mars square Saturn and Mercury opposite Uranus, Neptune going direct, Mercury moving into Sagittarius. That's a lot. The second week's a lot. There's a lot happening. And Mars in Capricorn. Mars moving into Capricorn. Let's see the second week. Gemini. Sun, moon, and rising. Don't. You're good. I don't even have to. You're good. Okay? You know, the sun is just, it's the biggest yes in tarot, by the way. Optimism, achievements, passion, even the sense of rebirth. I mean, you do have Mercury and Scorpio, but first off, that's your ruler in a sign that's all about death and rebirth. And then Capricorn rules your 8th house, right? Of death and rebirth, is that Scorpio's home. So big transformation this month, in a very optimistic, healthy, even wealth, which you see here. Wow. I told you, you're not messing around. That's that high frequency. Third week, the new moon is Sagittarius. Yeah. And a bunch of Saturn squares, but don't. What the fax machine is happening? What is happening? You want to guess? Yeah. That just happened. Okay. So you got the Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, you got the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, that new moon. Wow. Huh? You're good. You're good. This. Wow. Congratulations. That, you know, the Pentacles are your physical reality too. So it could be something coming into your world. Well, let me see. The third week, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there could be something coming into your literal physical existence. That's really nice, but it is, listen, you've got the hand of spirit offering you the biggest pentacle in the deck. It is money. It is wealth. That's what this month represents for me. From the very beginning, I said, oh, hey, Capricorn money. Capricorn energy is all about wealth building. Anyway, new job, it seems very likely. New career path, even new business, promotion. There's just so much happening. Like, I've never seen so many pentacles in my life. There's a lot of pentacles. And it's really what you should be focusing on anyway, is building your wealth. All right. Now, the last week, yeah, Capricorn season, Venus moving into Capricorn. You do have Mercury square Saturn on Monday, December 29th. Did I talk about that? I did. Okay. Yeah, that's your test. Oh, wait, I didn't. Did I? I don't think I did. I can't remember. Either way, it's another Saturn square. So something here with career. And it's your ruler. And this is like the last test. Yeah. This is Saturn's last test of the year. And remember, you got pass. He's not going to let you go into 2026 until you pass. There's going to be something here with career. Maybe a message. But again, it could be you. You have something that you got to say. It's pretty game changing. Actually, Juno moves into Capricorn too. That's a big deal. So now you have Juno in your 8th house of wealth, like protecting you there, building your wealth. Wow. And then Mars with the nodes of fate. Let's see what's happening for the last week. of December. Stop. Don't even. Wow. Do you get how rare this is, right? You get that, right? Wow. So you got the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, blah, 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 blah. You got a lot of Pentacles. A lot. Yeah, it looks like you are going to have a couple opportunities come through. Just, hey, get out the QuickBooks, right? Your bookkeeper, all of that. A little bit of a balancing act here. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn, okay? That's a Capricorn card. And so it does feel like, I mean, it's literally Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. It's that balancing act. It's like adjusting to these changes. But it does feel like opportunities too. Maybe like decision you're making, okay? Just prioritize. You're gonna be fine. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're really good. Gemini, I'm very excited for you. It's a game-changing month. Okay, thanks so much. Next week, well, yeah. We're gonna, well, the second spread. Oh my gosh, they gotta make chairs for floors. Anyway, second spread, we're gonna pull more cards. I'm gonna see. Well, that's the other thing. We're gonna see if there are more pentacles that show up for the second spread. We'll look at love. We'll look at career. We'll look at money too. We'll look at a lot of things, and we'll pour some cards from the Tempest deck. And actually, I have a treat. I have the I got the Visconti. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, you can't even shuffle these. You can't even shuffle this. Look how big they are. The original deck, 1400s. Well, not this is recreation, but this is good. So we're gonna pick a card. We're gonna. Oh, sorry, Ruby. We're gonna pick a card. I'm gonna spread it out like this. We're gonna pick a card. Can you even see it? You can't even. You can't even. Anyway, I'm gonna just. You know what? You got the full moon in your sign. I'll do one. I'll do a little one for you right here. Let's see. For Gemini, you got the full moon in your sign. I just want to see something here. What is the biggest message for Gemini for the month of December? Okay. You did not. You did not. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Look how beautiful these cards are. And in this deck, there are more than 78 cards. There's a whole history behind it. But the equivalent of like the page. Oh, I'm sorry. The knight would be the equestrian. Female. Okay? And so this is just, it's softer energy. Yeah? But this is, you know, what we'd call staves instead of wands. And so just more gentler passions. But there is this quality of sharing. There's this quality of like really being, speaking of productivity, there's more elegance here. But this is great, okay? Your passions, a lot of creative energy, strong creative energy here. She loves reading books too. Anyway, Gemini. Okay, yeah. So the second spread we're gonna do, okay, and we're gonna pull from both. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Really good at legendary members. Anyone's welcome to join. Gemini, I think. Oh wow, I'm gonna let you go. What a great month. Money, 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 money. I'll see you soon. All right, bye bye.